What's up everyone, it's Avocados here, and I just wanted to make a quick video about the elephant in the room, which is the HCS Year 2 maps, modes, and settings. So just for some context, I've been paying attention to Halo since Halo 3, I want to say, 2007, when I was like really young. I've had the opportunity to compete in a lot of online tournaments, and then most recently go to HCS Rally and coach some absolute units um, to a top 24 placing, which was really a great experience. I learned a lot about, the team aspect, um, what it takes to be a successful team. Um, so I just wanted to give my comments on, some of the things that I saw from HCS this year as like an active participant in the league, and kind of comment on how these settings are a little bit better or worse maybe compared to the year 1 settings. So let's take a look. Okay, so our aim for year 2 of HCS with regards to map and mode combinations is to refine the list to respond to player and fan feedback. Okay, so that's like the big thing, player and fan feedback here. So this is going to be the list of map and mode combinations, and this is going to evolve a little bit more according to 343. Capture the flag on Argyle. Not a huge fan. And the reason why is there's just way too many weapons, and also, like, the fusion coils are so lame on both Argyle and Empyrean. It's just stupid. But at least we get 2 new capture the flag maps. Like, I've been sick of playing Aquarius only. For Slayer, we have 5 Slayer maps. Empyrean got added for Slayer. King of the Hill, Strongholds, and Oddball have been the same. Thank God they didn't add Detachment, because that map is horrible. It sucks. I don't want to see it anywhere close to HCS or anything top AM/pro related. If I have another teammate who pulls the flag and then lifts to the island, I'm going to blow a gasket. I'm going to lose my mind. But the big thing is Empyrean and Argyle. I mean, Argyle is only for capture the flag. That's it. So we'll see how it plays. Excited to see how the meta develops as well. Here's some balancing changes. Let's take a look. This is for competitive settings as well as the ranked playlist. They replaced the Bulldog with the Sidekick. That's huge, because the Sidekick is pretty much useless on that map. It's pretty awful. It's very like a niche weapon, only good for like close range scenarios. You get 3 shots off, 4 shots off, try to get melee. I really like this change. Commandos becoming battle rifles, that's fine too. Now I think there won't be any commandos. No, there's going to be 1 commando on the map. Let me see if I can pull up like a map layout. Okay, this is pretty useful, or pretty useless. But I think there still should be a commando like on the bottom red, bottom blue, I think is what we call them. Whatever. I don't even know this map that well. And they remove fusion coils. Huge. Empyrean, remove fusion coils. Scrap cannon's gone too. That's massive. I'll take it. For detachment, I don't know why this is still in ranked. This needs to leave. Like, I get that they're trying to make it work as a map, but it needs to go. I could see it maybe working for like King of the Hill. Not even. Strongholds, maybe? I don't know. This map's garbage. Sandbox tweaks. So this is targeted for mid-February. So we're still going to play all of January and at least half of February. At least, because, when 343 says they're going to target something, it means that it's targeted. I don't know when we're going to get these changes. In the ranked arena playlist in HCS, each weapon rank will now be set to a red rack. Once a weapon is picked up, the rack won't spawn until the weapon is despawned. That is a really good change, because it is so easy for people to pick up like 5 commandos, and the commando right now is just a laser beam. Um, it's just stupid. Um, but so I'm glad they made this change. I think the big problem is for the Mangler and then for because the Mangler is really easy to use too. The Mangler and the Commando, both of them. Um, so now there's only going to be one of these on the map, which is very nice. It puts a lot more priority on controlling these areas. So if you think for a live fire, for example, right, you get a commando spawn in garage, you also get a commando spawn in nest. It just means that you as a team have to prioritize those, and I think it brings timing, or it makes timing and makes the coach's job a little bit more interesting. Um, from a coach's perspective, like you can time weapons, but because things come off respawn so fast, if someone on the other team picks it up, basically don't know when it's going to be respawning, and your players are just going to have to keep checking it. So it adds a little bit more strategy, a little bit more. Um, it adds another nuance where players and coaches need to be kind of keeping track of where these weapons are, and timing them as well. Damage radius reduced on frag grenades. That's good because nade spam is really annoying in this game. They fixed drop weapon, so I don't think it's going to be the same as normal weapon switching. So I don't think drop weapon is going to be G8 anymore, which is nice. Basically, they made the sniper better when no scoping, which is good because you can't hit no scopes in this game. It's just horrible. These are not 100% final. These are season 3 changes. They say the soonest they could release a season 3. Again, I don't know if they're going to release season 3. That's like a possibility. When 343 says it's going to release season 3, might not even release at all. We saw that with co-op campaign. They're going to make footstep audio harder to hear distance and easier to hear when close. That's huge. It's so easy. Like if you just hear footsteps around you, you like run away or piv. They vaulted the Mangler, or going back to this footstep thing. It's just like there's no point because you can't flank anymore. Everyone knows where you are because you're literally just clonking around in your big ass armor. So I'm glad that they're adjusting this a little bit better. They vaulted the Mangler and the Sword, which is good because those are G8'd. Both are really, really powerful. And they're going to rework them later. We don't know when that's going to be. The Commando's going to have a slight retuning to reduce effectiveness. What that means, I don't know. If I had to guess, it's probably going to increase the bloom again because now it's just a laser beam. Every shot goes where you want it. Probably increase the recoil a little bit as well. It's just way too strong right now. Spike grenades reducing randomness to alleviate frustration. I think you just need to reduce the damage. Like maybe sticks can stay a one-shot kill, but I think overall, like these nades can bring you to one shot very, very easily. I think if you're like half health and you get hit by one spike, you die. So like that needs to be changed. Hopefully that I think like just the damage reduction for spikes would be very helpful, especially with how zoning they are. Like, I remember in older Halos, right? The plasma nade never had the same radius as the frag grenade, but you could stick it right. And because the spike nade has it's just such a good zoning grenade, I think they just need to decrease the damage. It should do less damage. If your range is high, your damage should be low. Disruptor, overall looking to reduce effectiveness and utility of weapons on the sweet spot. I agree with this. I don't know if you guys saw that video from Royal 2, where he was just able to 3-shot beat down people with the Disruptor. That just made it way too broken. Plus the damage over time. Yeah, this is a good change. Pulse Carbine is vaulted from competitive. We'll introduce a rework. This is interesting because I think out of every gun in the sandbox, now that drop weapon is gone, the Pulse Carbine is probably the most balanced in the game. And the reason is you just gotta hit your shots, and if you don't hit your shots, you lose the gunfight. So I think that's interesting. The plasma pistol, they're gonna retune it to reduce effectiveness. I don't know if you've seen the plasma pistol. It tracks you. Like I remember I was playing Empyrean, right? I shoot someone who is training, they lift up, and Like, I swear it just tracks them over like the snipe. It was crazy. Um, I don't know if I have a clip of that, though I might have been playing that game off stream. But if I do, I'll put that in the video. And the ammo reduction for competitive, reducing the ammo for heatwave, stalker rifle, bullet log, and shock rifle. It's huge. Those weapons just have way too much ammo. So I'm glad that's been happening. I think one thing I'd like to see is the stalker rifle reducing its aim assist a little bit, just because it's a laser beam too. And the aim assist on that gun is really strong. But other than that, new additions in season 3, smokes, the new DMR. We'll see how they look. I mean, I think we've all seen the gameplay reveal of these two things. Honestly, just got to see them in practice and see how they feel in terms of aim assist and recoil. For the bandit rifle, and then for the shroud screen, I guess like where you keep that, what maps have that, and then maybe how we can keep that there. I'd be interested to see like a search and destroy type gameplay, with the shroud screen. I mean, it's basically smoke, right? That'd be nice to see. But yeah, that's it for these notes. Overall, this, if I had to grade this, I'd probably give it an A+. Like, maybe an A, actually. I'll give it an A. I think this is easily the best update that we've had in terms of HCS ever. So with regards to that, yeah, easily an A+. I still think the map pool is just kind of limiting. Again, like the thing with these game types is you're gonna have 3 objectives and then 2 slayers, which just pushes a lot of weight on teams being a good slayer team in the HCS. And no one likes to play slayer. Might be interesting to watch if it goes to 49-49, but trust me, slayer is it's like the most dumb thing to play. Like it's not fun to play at all. No pro team wants to play it. Just take my word for that. It's horrible. We hate slayers. It's just boring. I'd rather see a search and destroy game type, or even better, if we increased each of the objective maps, like had 4 oddball maps, 4 strongholds maps, 4 King of the Hill maps, 4 capture the flag maps, and then maybe a new game mode. I'd love to see that. An S&D type game type would be really cool too. Or I mean, even keeping Slayer as like game 5 only would be way better. But right now, I think the series have way too much weight put on Slayers. Doesn't make it fun to play. But overall, really solid update. Good job, Tashi and the team at HCS for finally implementing a lot of the things that we asked. I hope in the future it doesn't take as long to do, but what are you gonna do, right? At least look better late than never, I guess. I think my big things for Tashi are just hopefully in the future we can have the stuff updated faster. That'd be great. Well, that's all for this video. Thank you guys for tuning in. I know it was a little bit different, no gameplay, just me talking. But if you've been listening to everything, comment your thoughts down below. What did you think of this update? Is there anything that you'd like to see implemented into HCS? Is there anything you liked in Season 1 that got changed that you want to see now? Comment below. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys for tuning in. See you guys later. Peace.